Third eye chakra is what we're going to be talking about today. And there is so much to it that has to do with how we think. When we are putting together our thought processes to create our life, the third eye chakra does an awful lot of work. I am Annessa Morrison, and this is Ascension, and welcome to morning meditation. So, the third eye chakra is right here, in between the eyebrows, but up a little bit further. This is the direct line into pineal gland, which basically regulates your whole body. But it's also connecting to the corpus, the colostrum, in between the two sides of the brain, the right side and the left side. And that membrane in between that allows the back and forths is very well formed in people who are very intelligent. To mix thinking out of the box and thinking creatively with thinking logically and analytically is the height of using all of your brain. And when you connect to the third eye chakra, especially if you have a problem with getting out of the structure of things, this is a wonderful way to be able to build that connective and create a higher level of intelligence for yourself. So, without further ado, my handy dandy little Amazon.com cards. It is colors dark blue, indigo. The element is light. Cool, huh? Seed sound is without the H, just O-M. Affirmation, I see. Command center. And this is the place that takes in the messages that we give to ourselves. So I guess it is the command center. It's a location, brow, forehead, gland, pineal, crystals and gemstones, sugilite, lapis lazuli, charoite. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Blue apatite, aqua aura quartz, amethyst, azurite, and labradorite. Anyway, essential oils: rosemary, clary sage, cedarwood, patchouli, lemon oil, and sandalwood. Nummy. Foods: purple potatoes, plums, blackberries, purple grapes, purple carrots, eggplant, and purple kale. This is an indigo blue, but all of its vegetables are purple. So, when you have a very nice balanced third eye, you're intuitive, imaginative, and perceptive, insightful, open-minded, and your memory actually increases and expands. Fabulous. When it's imbalanced, there is a lack of focus. And for ADHD people like myself, we know what this is like, but we also know what all-encompassing focus is too. And there's a place in between where you can still step out of the tornado and get something done. Wow. Catching the spear coming toward your head. Lack of focus, confusion, nightmares, a lack of intuition, overthinking, insomnia. If you are imbalanced in your third eye chakra, lack of focus, confusion, nightmares, lack of intuition, overthinking, and insomnia, that's some pretty huge stuff, because all of that so directly affects our physical health. And our physical health gets so much attention when it's not doing well. It is hard to focus on anything else when that part of your body is not operating on all cylinders. Okay, the mudra. I actually did a painting of this one. This is the third eye. As you can see, 2 fingers up, 2 fingers down, and 2 fingers together, 2 thumbs together. And this is your third eye mudra. And it's really only comfortable if you put it way down here in your crotch. But it does help you connect directly to the energy signature of the third eye. A tuning fork practitioner can probably tell you what the vibrational frequency is. I just know it's indigo blue, and to me, that has the feeling of a vibrational, well, it's got a lot going into being indigo blue. So today, we're going to balance it. If you take off too far on the third eye, then you're actually embracing some thoughts that your left brain has not yet gotten to a place of acceptance for. You're going to connect to angels, your spirit guides. You're going to go beyond. This is boosting the third eye. It takes you slightly out of this reality. And this is a good exercise if you have your logical brain in a place where you're not just thinking you're crazy. There is more than the simple reality that we live in with the 3D, 4D, 5G, whatever. There's a lot more. And when you can get your logical mind to accept that there is more, then you can start to experience wonderful experiences by expanding your consciousness, raising your frequencies, all done here, and allowing what happens to happen. I saw somebody doing a guided meditation just yesterday in constant research, and this person said, okay, well, you see these wonderful flashing lights and things are going on, and give yourself a time limit and then get out of there. It's like, why on earth would you do such a thing? If you are being given insight into something beyond your normal, everyday, mundane, it means that you have gotten yourself to a place where you are able to accept and experience things beyond your current box of understanding. And if you are given this beautiful gift, this way to connect to your spirit guides, this avenue to angels, this new insight, why on earth would you leave? You got, only so many minutes in the morning before you got to go off and do your day, okay. But part of being in meditation is to allow your brain to unburden your mind enough that your body can heal itself based upon your natural systems. So by all means, if you get something wonderful, colorful, fabulous that is totally unrecognizable as your own real life, and you can, stay in it. Find out. Write me a message. Let's do it. Get all the experience out of every experience that you can get. Don't stop. Unless you gotta go to work, man. Don't stop. Live it. Feel it. Experience it. Allow a connection to your higher self. Find a way back to unconditional love, wisdom beyond what we know. Absolutely, totally go for it. So, we're going to fill up and expand our third eye chakra today. Indigo blue right here. And there's so much fabulous wonder as you go further and further and further along with this third eye chakra that you can experience. It builds up the connection between the two brains and makes you smarter, and it allows you to think more creatively and integrate that with what you're currently doing. How fabulous! How absolutely fabulous is that? I love this chakra. Can you tell? Here we go. Okay. So, I start feeling the blue, the indigo blue. Start feeling. And then let's think about some things that as a child, we didn't know. We didn't know the caterpillars turned into butterflies. And when we found out, I was like, oh, that is so cool. And let that fill up. We didn't know that eating sugar cereal was not the best thing in the world for you. Now we know, and we can make better choices. We didn't know that not everybody wanted to hear our emotional outbreaks. Good to know. We didn't know we could control our emotional outbreaks and do them in a constructive way. And now we do. Feel it get thicker, denser. Feel the indigo blue, like my shirt. Just fill it up and saturate it and get dense and thick and nummy, like chocolate. Now we're going to expand it. Allow yourself to think about what would happen if we had another dimension in this world. Because we do. And we see it as a third dimension world when it has many more. It has realities of the choices that you have made and the choices that you have chosen not to go. It has the reality of how we feel without any explanation at all, sensing the energy of other people, and people forget to put that in the whole. Allow us to expand, densify. I didn't know that American cheese slices were mostly made out of crap. Now I know. And now allow yourself to think of the angels that are watching over you. Maybe you know them, maybe you don't. Maybe one of them is your own higher self, who has been looking out for you, who has saved you a couple of times when, whoo, that was a tough one. Let your vision expand. See the ocean and see the individualized drop of water that you are, connected with and absolutely yourself, doing the bravest thing that you can do, which is to live authentically as yourself, and let it expand. Picture a box with a cat in it, like that quantum physics experiment. And take down the walls and release the cat. Throw the lid away. And let it expand. Feel it pulsate. This indigo blue has its own pulsating, wonderful signature. And we're going to come down and we're going to pull the other chakras out so that they meet the dense, wonderfully expanded frequency of our third eye. Pull them out. The root chakra, pull it out, put your feet on the ground and ground. We are electrical beings. We need to ground ourselves. wonderful, wonderful strides with Alzheimer's and dementia, and people doing 30 minutes of grounding a day. Amazing, simple, wonderful stuff. Be part of the conversation of everything that is real and tangible, and come back up to the third eye. As your hands go over your eyes, I mean, you can feel the difference in your head. This energy is just so fabulous right now. Take it up and expand your crown chakra. Connect to the ocean, universal love, wisdom beyond our comprehension, all of the truths that we were not yet ready to accept, and allow the download for your next step. And then come back here, and while in this state, we're going to do some affirmations based upon having a very balanced and active third eye chakra. My intuition guides me towards my highest good. This is the spot where your intuition comes in. When people read cards and channel, this is where that is coming from. I trust my inner wisdom in all decisions. And this is the first thought that you get. It's not the one that you overthought 20 times. It's the very first one that requires some bravery. I am connected to my higher self and the universe. And we know this true because we feel when a person is standing behind us, even when we can't see it. We're connected by the energy. My third eye is open and I see with clarity. Trust yourself exercise if ever there was one. I embrace my inner wisdom and I follow its guidance. Also very brave. I am grateful for my inner vision, my insight, the messages I received, whether I understand them right now or not. Thank you. I allow the expansion of my own intuition. I allow the expansion of my own understanding. I am a channel for good that I give to the world in my own unique way. And that's perfect, just as it is. Thank the universe for giving me this wonderful connection. Thank you. Take it up, pull it down, feel the different colors all vibrating in harmony to this wonderful song of life. Ground your physical body and allow it to be possible. When you allow it to be possible, you might find that a hell of a lot more is possible than you knew. I find that all the time. And I thought I was a pretty smart cookie. Have a wonderful, expanded day. Namaste.